Bleeding Edge subscribers, hopefully you guys are doing well. So we have two very exciting investing trends that are coming. And we just got confirmation yesterday. One is already here in a major way. And that means we really need to begin to prepare for what's coming next. So back in January, I was at the Consumer Electronics Show, CES, in Las Vegas. And after walking miles around the show floor, testing and trying all the new gadgets, I identified what I thought were the two biggest investment trends over the next year. The first is still in its early stages. So most companies are still in research and development or R&D phase, which is exciting because that means you still have time this year to establish positions in your portfolio around robotics. I'll certainly be guiding you as much as I can here on the newsletter, but one big catalyst will be Tesla's robotaxi event later this year. Soon, robotics and automation will quickly capture the attention of Wall Street in a similar way artificial intelligence has over the past year and a half. But here's where two investment trends are going to converge. For the robotics trend to really move forward, we need another technology trend to play out in the data center. And that brings me to my second top investment trend of 2024. And I talked about it back in January at CES and again in March here on the newsletter. I'm talking about data center cooling technology. As you'll likely recall, data centers rely almost exclusively on large amounts of water and power-thirsty air conditioners to keep them running at full capacity. But the next generation of NVIDIA AI supercomputer chips, they require a new type of cooling method, one where the cooling occurs directly on the rack or near the chip, reducing the need for large amounts of air and water. So if you follow the newsletter, you knew this trend was coming. And yesterday, we got confirmation that it's here in a major way. Supermicro Computer has been one of the best performing AI stocks of the year. The company buys data center components from companies like NVIDIA, AMD, and others, and then it custom builds servers for some of the largest data center providers in the world. And yesterday, company executives gave a forecast of what customers are buying. Here's what they said. That's why this quarter alone, we are preparing more than 1,000 liquid cooling racks for those early bird customers. And I believe the demand will continue to grow very strong. Supermicro is just beginning to deliver direct liquid cooling servers to its customers. And I believe demand for direct liquid cooling, or DLC for short, will remain high for really two reasons. First, the newest generation of NVIDIA chips require direct liquid cooling to gain peak performance. Next, data centers can reduce their energy usage by up to 40% using DLC, meaning the total cost of ownership is actually far lower than the previous generation of chips. This is going to be huge. Data centers are going to see a massive uplift in performance by shifting to the newest NVIDIA chips and at the same time being able to cut cost. Some of you might be wondering, what does this have to do with the two investing trends, robotics and cooling of servers converging? What does this have to do? Well, here's the deal. Robotics and automation is being held back in part by compute power. Current systems have limitations, particularly around latency or lag time to pass information through one computer system to maybe the robotics device. With the new generation of computer chips being installed, more advanced robotic software can be deployed, meaning we are inching closer and closer towards this trend playing out in a major way. And not only that, it's going to come at a reduced cost, given the fact that DLC is more efficient and cheaper than traditional cooling methods. This will ultimately reduce R&D costs and potentially make robotic projects more profitable. Because look, at the end of the day, we're investors, and while robots and data centers, they're interesting, we need them to generate profits so we can benefit as investors. Two major investing trends that we identified back in January are playing out according to script, and it's really only a matter of time when the next big trend emerges. Stay tuned to the newsletter for more, and as always, I appreciate you being a subscriber. I'll see you again on Friday.